My name is ST. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about how I maintain my health. This is a video for those of you especially over 50 because I am talking about my own experience here. Please consult your doctor if you have health issue. I'm going to share with you 3 areas. First of all, we are what we eat, so food is very important, and also how I take care of myself. So let's start out by talking about food. We should be more careful of what we eat when we are over 50. I think being a Singaporean from somebody who is from a country that we only have summer and moving to a place where there are 4 seasons, especially when the winter is really long. First of all, the winter can be really harsh in north of Sweden. You notice that people from Asia are very thin and small, and I think it is also because they walk more. Especially in Singapore, most of us don't have cars, and to go to the public transport, you have to walk to the MRT or to the bus stop, and from the bus stop, you have to walk home. So I think walking play a very important part. You notice the diet in Asia is much more healthier. There we can find a lot of fresh vegetables, whereas here in Sweden, most of the vegetables are imported and they are pretty boring because you only have like cabbage, peppers, fresh salad, and some root fruit. And also I think we Asian, we eat more fermented food because fermented food is really healthy and will help to control the weight issue. We eat a lot of tofu, a lot of vegetables, and a lot of fish. Not so much of meat like beef because they are quite expensive there. Whereas in Sweden, beef dairy products are much cheaper compared to Asia. So we tend to eat more of that. And therefore, I think that this is the reason why people in Sweden are more difficult to lose weight. And I also noticed that the Swedes like to eat either very salty or very sweet stuff. We like to fika. So fika is like a culture here. But the problem with me with fika is that I notice when I have sugar, I tend to put on weight faster. When I eat sugar, I have better appetite and I tend to eat more. I also make my seasoning sauce with the mushroom that I pick. Remember matsutake? So I dried them, and when they are dry and crispy, you can make them into powder, and then you can add a little bit of Himalayan salt. Then I try to use the matsutake powder as a bouillon. So it's really good and healthy. So I try to add every time when I cook instead of using the commercial, the chicken cubes. I try not to deep fry my food. Sometimes you're like craving, like once in a while is okay, but try not to eat them too often. I try to use fresh herbs instead of powdered one because I find that the fresh herb tastes much nicer and much better. I don't know what is containing in this powder, garlic powder or onion powder. And I also stopped buying processed food like ham, bacon, sausages, because those are not so good. We eat a lot of fish and chicken. And I also recently tried some vegetarian alternative like vegetarian mincemeat. It's supposed to taste like mincemeat, but they're actually made of soya. And I quite liked it. And sometimes I trick my family into eating that, and they don't even know that it is vegetarian. Don't tell LG that, huh? It is actually made of mushroom, so it's really, really healthy for them. I found this video in YouTube. If you're interested, I'm going to include her link just to give her some credit. She made this turmeric weight loss tea. So I've been drinking that for like a week now. You're supposed to drink them early in the morning, 30 minutes, 40 minutes before breakfast. 1 whole cups, and then you have to eat breakfast after that. So I'm going to give you guys this recipe because it's really easy to make. I'm testing this for a week now. I don't see so much effect because we've been eating a lot of junk lately, and I tried to, drink this at the same time. And what I actually did is I split the drink into 2, which means to say that before I go to bed, I'll drink half of it, and in the morning I'll drink the other half. So this drink will help me to digest all the food. So I just feel like my tummy is not like so flabby, it's more firm. So hopefully it's good, and I'll keep you guys updated on the result if you are interested. Let me know in the comment, alright? Vitamin supplement is really important. D3, for example, is really important because our winter is really long, and we need D3 because we don't have so much sunlight. In the morning, I usually like to take zinc, vitamin C, and D3. This is the 3 most important vitamins, especially those of us who live up here in the north. I use filtered water in my cooking, in my tea, coffee, everything. I even give my cats those filtered water. As you guys know, I am a tea lover, and I try to drink as much as possible. As for coffee, I try to stick to just 1 cup because coffee is really healthy too. Usually I like to drink 1 cup in the afternoon, and throughout the day I'll either drink water with lemon or just plain water. I think for Asian, we are quite intolerant for lactose, which is found in dairy product. For me, I find that just dark coffee can be a bit too harming for my stomach. I get really upset stomach. So I usually like to add just a tiny bit of lactose-free milk, so it's not so tough on the stomach. In the morning for breakfast, I like to keep it really simple and easy because when I get up immediately, I will drink the other half of my turmeric drinks and wait for at least 30 minutes. Then I start my breakfast. My breakfast is very simple. It's just 1 big cup of tea, usually black tea, 1 egg and a toast, and some vitamins. As for lunch, I also try to keep it as simple. I usually get quite hungry at 11:30 because I eat very little for breakfast. And then in the afternoon around 3, we like to have a cup of coffee. So currently I am trying to just have 1 piece of really dark chocolate. The best is 75-90%. So I like that very much. For dinner, I like also to eat something really light, possible soup. So, but LG is like he gets really hungry because we work around the house quite a lot, and we usually get quite hungry at dinner time. So there is a big chance that we might overeat during dinner. But sometimes we have to remind ourselves, hey, stop. Don't eat so much, and then, or maybe you can just eat a smaller portion and then keep the other portion for another hour later. If I get hungry, I will just make a cup of tea. Most of the morning I get up earlier than LG, and I have this turmeric drink, and I think during that time for half an hour it is the best time to do some meditation or exercise. I haven't got into that yet, but I am planning to do that, and I hope I can successfully master that. And meditation can be really good in the morning with a lot of positive thoughts, and I think it's the best way to start the day. We stay in a 3-story house, so, and we have a bed and breakfast just on the 2nd and the 3rd floor. I like to use the staircase as my exercise opportunity. When I was working in a nursing home, I learned how to use my leg to lift up heavy stuff. That is really, really good. I always make sure that I have a good seat that has a very good backrest. And when it comes to walking at home, I think it's really important to wear socks. And find a thinner socks is really good, because we really have to protect our feet, because our feet is very important. So for me, I always wear socks, and I make sure I have a very good sole, because I have the problem with my feet. I cannot stand for a long time. So having a good shoe and a good sole is a must. Sauna definitely helped me. After I have done sauna this summer, I felt like my health has improved in many ways. My feet doesn't feel so painful anymore if I stand for a longer time. And I also feel my back is much better now. I don't feel so much pain. When I'm sleeping, I like to put this pillow to support my thigh. I find it is really helpful because I always have pain on my spine. I'll show you a few examples. I have this that you use some small pillow, and if you have a booster, that is even better. A lot of people, they spend a lot of hours on the mobile. I try not to do that. I always limit myself like 1 hour, just purely learning stuff, or maybe if I have to do some social media posting, I limit myself to maximum half an hour, so I don't have to do this all the time, because it's really bad for the neck. Some of you ask me what kind of product that I use on my skin. I prefer to use natural products. I use aloe vera, which is for free. I bought the plant and then it has grown quite big now, and I use it as a mask. I sleep with the aloe vera mask on night, and then in the morning I just wash them away and apply new one. Exfoliating can be quite good also. I have a normal exfoliating washing cream which I use 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes after the sauna it's really good, because that's when your pore is open, and that is the best time to exfoliate and clean it deeply. And my goal for 2021 is that now we have a gym. So I plan to train with LG more, because he is an expert in this area. And I'm really lucky. So I hope he can coach me on some weightlifting. And I want to see if I could do something with my back to train up that muscle so I don't feel so painful. And this winter, I will try to go out for a walk more often. I just need to get a better shoe so that I will not slip and fall. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It will help this channel very much if you give a thumbs up or send me a comment. See you guys. Bye bye.